Let's continue with the fierce battles between species in this wild natural world. The fight for dominance can come from any terrain and in any herd. Right now, click like and follow to find out what dramatic battles will appear this time. A species that possesses extremely ferocious fighting ability is the Komodo dragon. Possessing a large body, these lizards dominate the ecosystem on the island they live on. Komodo dragons hunt and ambush prey thanks to the sensing ability of their long tongue. Komodo dragons have tails as long as their bodies. Their skin is reinforced by hard scales, containing small bones that act as natural chain armor. This is their strongest point to help them defend against their opponent's attacks. However, when facing individuals of the same species, the fierceness still takes place in the battle for their territory. Often moved on for legs, when fighting, the Komodo dragon can completely stand up right on two legs to cling to its prey and use its claws to scratch and tear the opponent. The battles between them were so ferocious that the skin protecting their bodies could no longer remain intact. Blood was spilled all over their bodies, even though the battle had passed for some time. Their territorial defense behavior is so great that they are willing to fight to the last breath with unauthorized intruders. The battle only truly ends when one of them is no longer able to fight and is completely at the feet of the winner. This time comes from these muscular and wild kangaroos. All kangaroos have strong hind legs and long, narrow feet. They sit on these legs and have large, sturdy, bushy tails. If they forage or move at a slow speed, they use all four legs, but when they walk quickly, they move by leaping. Their tails help their bodies maintain balance when jumping. When there is a fight between two males, they can stand on their tails and use their hind legs to defend themselves. This is also a characteristic of kangaroos when participating in fighting for dominance in the herd. They observe their opponents before demonstrating their abilities with the muscles of their bodies. After the opponent entered its territory, the kangaroo immediately attacked the opponent. The fight took place with rapid intensity combined with boxing punches to the opponent's face and powerful kicks with his hind legs. The battle lasted until the loser was injured and exhausted, forced to leave the battlefield. The fight of kangaroos can appear everywhere they are present, not only in the savanna, but also in large grasslands, the first time they collide. They use their front to small legs to punch their opponent in the face to probe the opponent's situation. As soon as the fight gets intense, they start using their strongest weapon, kicking with their hind legs. Like this battle, even though there were 2 to 3 males participating in the fight, they still did not hesitate to use this weapon. Supporting themselves with their long, strong claws, they raise their hind legs high and kick their opponent's abdomen, causing them to lose balance. The next battle comes from a species possessing a large body and terrible pure strength. Gorillas are known for their violent nature and are willing to fight if they feel threatened. Gorillas often live in groups and are ruled by the male who possesses the best strength. Gorillas, like other monkey families, can walk on all fours and can walk on 2 legs when fighting. In addition, their climbing ability and speed are not inferior despite their large bodies. In particular, the punches with the gorilla's front legs have such great weight that the object in front of them can be completely deformed. This is also the biggest weapon that helps them fight with other individuals in the herd to show their authority. On a beautiful day, when an unexpected conflict occurs, males will be the ones to resolve it. They are ready to rush into each other and attack each other with very strong punches, causing the enemy to be frightened and run away. The battle this time comes from proud warriors with their long and sharp horns. The habitat of bucks is grasslands, open forests with many trees and young grass. During the day, they often find a quiet, private, and safe place to sleep and rest. At night, searching for food and other activities. In particular, they often use their long and sharp horns to fight with other species. Possessing the ability to stand firmly on all fours, combined with magnificent horns, is what helps them show off their power over other animals of the same species. Combining solid foot pillars and the ability to fiercely ram their horns into their opponents, they make their opponents wary. Especially the battles during the time of finding a life partner. The battle was so intense that some individuals were seriously injured and had to give up their chances. Although antelopes are a species that does not like to fight, however, when faced with issues of self-interest, such as strength and dominance, male bucks are still ready to fight. Like this battle, they use their horns to attack the opponent's head. The sharp corners of the horns cause the opponent to bleed all over the body. The battle was intense until one of them had to run away, leaving glory to the last one standing. In contrast, 2 species that prefer violence in behavior and fighting to compete for their rights, beavers tend to be more peaceful. The beaver is a herd-living mammal that is mainly nocturnal and can live both on land and in water. Beavers are very slow on land, but are good swimmers, able to dive underwater for about 15 minutes. And this is also the decisive factor in their fighting ability. Even though they are a species that prefers harmony, that does not mean that they do not have disputes over territory. The war between them also started from there. Moving slowly on the ground, they often just try to wrap themselves around their opponents and push them away with their own strength. Combined with that, they attack with their familiar teeth. The wild natural world witnesses dramatic and merciless battles. Those wars can come from any species and always leave bloody moments. Let's look forward to seeing more exciting battles next time.